You'd think, with this selection sitting behind me, that I'd tried pretty much everything major out there, but I'd be lying if I did. I've never in my life had straight from the barrel. That's right, I've never had Blanton's straight from the barrel. I know, even I'm kind of shocked. It's not like I haven't had access to it, I just kind of didn't prioritize it. The price has always been a little too high on the secondary market, and you know, when compared to getting access to some of these other things, I just kind of didn't prioritize it. Well, I mean, there's a first time for everything, right? So, when I got access to a Blanton's straight from the barrel at pretty much MSRP, I had to jump on it. So, join me as I try Blanton's straight from the barrel for the first time. Hi everyone, welcome to Highly Allocated Problems. My name's Jeff, and that's right, we're here to talk about Blanton's straight from the barrel. And I know that Blanton's and Buffalo Trace in general gets a lot of heat because, prices have gone up and, there's this false scarcity that they get accused of. And, it's just like one of those hype machine things that Blanton's in general has kind of been falling victim of, because it used to be the thing that you wanted to find. That was one of the coveted things that you wanted to find as a bourbon hunter, is a Blanton's. That was one of them. And I don't try and get all the horse toppers. I don't go for all that kind of stuff. I'm not that kind of collector. But I still have the very first Blanton's that I ever got. There's still juice in it. I haven't drank it all. Not because I don't like it. It's just, I've just kind of sentimentally kept it around. And it's just hanging around still. I should probably crack that out and just see if it's still good. Maybe that's for another video. But as I said in the beginning of this video, I have never had it or owned one. So I'm super excited to even try this. Everyone says that Blanton's straight from the barrel is the one to get. It's the mecca of Blanton's. And I know that everyone says that Rock Hill Farms is what Blanton's wish it could be, and I'm excited to try that someday, but I still think that the straight from the barrel is likely the best offering that they're going to have in the Blanton's lineup, because it's barrel proof and it's single barrel, so it's got to be pretty good. I enjoy pretty much every barrel proof offering that Buffalo Trace does. E.H. Taylor barrel proof, the Stagg lineup, I mean, those are some amazing ones, and so I can imagine that I'm going to really like the straight from the barrel. It is mash bill too, obviously that makes the difference, but I'm expecting it to be really good. So let's get into this and show you the specs of this particular bottle. This is apparently, an Iowa, the one that Iowa got. There's a bunch of them that went around Iowa, and I was able to get one. And so I'll share with you my specs that I have on my bottle, and you can let me know down in the comments the ones that you got, if you've gotten one, or maybe you can even say that you're with me and you'd never had it before until today. So it's a pretty cool day, to be honest with you. So let's take a look. Now, this particular straight from the barrel was dumped on September 10th, 2025 from barrel number 510, Warehouse H, Rick 22, and it is a 129.2 proof offering. Pretty good, if you want to ask me. Another thing that I didn't even know, but I knew that they came with these sacks for each one of them, but this is either faux or real leather, and this is really nice, to be honest with you. I'm kind of impressed. It's quite nice. Now, before I get this cracked open, I want to remind you all that we're on our way to 3,000 subscribers. We recently announced all the winners for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, and that went great. So I'm super excited to be able to give away more stuff for the 3,000 subscribers. So please help me out and help yourself out by clicking the subscribe button today. And let's get to 3,000 subscribers so I can give away some more stuff. All right, I got my Blanton's bag all nice and set up there, and I'm gonna go ahead and get cracked into this. And it is It is fully sealed there. It's got the wax on it still, and this is always fun to try and get these open. So this is gonna be great. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. So let's get this cracked open, get it into the Glen, and then on the nose, and we'll see what we're working with here before we get it on the palate. I'm super excited for this, and I hope you are too. Ooh, good cork pop. Really good cork pop. There she is. All right, I'm super excited. Let's get this on the nose and see what we experience here. Ooh, really bright, vibrant fruits. There's that like grapiness that you get from pretty much every Buffalo Trace product, let's just be real. Then there's this like back end of like vanilla and caramel that's coming in on the nose. Then there's like really good deep oak on this. It's quite appetizing, to be honest. Whew, that is really, really good. I'm gonna keep getting on the nose here because this is my first time experiencing this. This is something for me. A lot of really creamy vanilla. A lot of creamy vanilla on there, plus that like grapey note. It is good on the nose. All right, cheers. Let's enjoy this. Here we go, down the hatch. Wow, that's really good. You get some really, to be honest with you, some really delicate spice. Really delicate spice, and it's really, really good. Creamy vanilla again. There's some oak and some char on there that's like surprising, especially considering you have this notion of what Blanton's is in your head. If you've never had straight from the barrel, it is quite appetizing to get that. And you know, it's not overly fruity in my opinion. It's more of that deep, dark fruit plus the like burnt caramel is kind of what you're getting there, and it's quite good. It's developing into like a creme brulee kind of taste. The aftertaste is. It's quite good. Quite good. All right, here's to the second sip. Let's do this. Cheers. Yeah, that's like, you're getting a lot of like desserty kind of notes is what I'm getting. It's kind of like a vanilla cupcake with some buttercream frosting, a caramel drizzle on that, topped with some like, I guess just like a berry compote on top is what I'm getting. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting it to be like just this kind of brutal, straight from the barrel means like just it's barrel proof. I was expecting it to hit hard, hit strong, you know, and just knock my face off, and kind of like the experience that you get when you get into a Stagg and you get that kind of like just like, ugh. I don't get that. It's really quite delicate, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because it's mash bill 2 that it's like that, and I've only ever had, you know, 103 proof or less of mash bill 2, so you don't know really what to expect. But at barrel proof, it's still quite delicate, and it's quite pleasant, to be honest with you. So I quite enjoyed it. So that is my first experience with Blanton straight from the barrel. To be honest with you, it exceeded what my expectations were. I think it is absolutely the best Blanton's that there is. After having it now, it's for sure the best Blanton's. I was a huge Blanton's Gold guy. That was kind of my favorite Blanton's version because I never had the straight from the barrel, but it's way better than I would have expected. Now, is it worth, I think it's like $179.99 is the MSRP on this, and secondary is anywhere from, you know, $200 to $250. I'd say it's more in that $250 range is what people are asking, and it usually falls somewhere in between the the MSRP, and that $250 range is where sales usually happen, is what I'm seeing. Is it worth that? I think it's probably worth still closer to MSRP, to be honest with you. I think it's still trying to carry on that Blanton's name and kind of that notoriety and the popularity, and that's what's trying to drive it. I'd say, pay a little bit over. I would pay $200 for it, considering that the MSRP is $179.99. I'd pay a little bit more for it, but at $250, I'm probably not. It's still, at the end of the day, is Mash Bill 2, and Mash Bill 2 it's a different beast. Mash Bill 1, everything we're talking about for Stagg and GTS and stuff like that, that is really, really good. That's really good at barrel proof. This is excellent at barrel proof as well. However, it's just a little bit different. That's the best I can describe it. It's a little bit different. You don't get as much of the brightness that you get with Stagg, for example. So Stagg is like one of my absolute favorites, and you get bright, either really bright flavors or really dark flavors, but the intensity of those flavors are what make the difference. And in this, it's really just well balanced and pleasant all around. I don't really have anything to hate on it. It's really, really good. It's definitely my favorite Blanton's, and so, this horsey is gonna stick around for a while, and I'm gonna probably, have to ration this, because I've never had one before, and it's been available for something like 5 years in the United States, and I don't know when I'll either get another one, so who knows. I'm gonna have to ration this. I'll probably have a couple more pours just to enjoy it, but from then on, it's gonna have to work its way into the lineup. But it's really good. If you can get yourself one at $179.99, $200 maximum maybe, I'd say it's totally worth picking one up. If you've got the money and you're willing to spend it, I wouldn't spend more than the $250 that has been happening on secondary. I wouldn't spend more than that ever. So if you see these for $2.99, $3.99, absolutely not. That's just hype. There's no reason to pay that much for it. So that's it for me. I appreciate you being here for my first Blanton straight from the barrel experience. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk to you later. See you.